Before starting the video, I want to let you guys know that this is actually a re-upload because in the original one, I kept saying 400 instead of 700. And I even made a similar mistake with the text that I voiced over during the whole video almost, as I typed in 483 instead of 783. Yeah, Naruto Shippuden messing with my mind, but here's the fixed version, you guys, so here you go. Okay, guys, so last Tuesday I watched episode 783 of One Piece, which was actually my first time of me continuing my little journey through the show in like 3 months. I guess unless if you want to count me watching that film Z movie. I wouldn't count that though, but yeah, I saw number 783, and it's still going to be a while before Adult Swim will air this episode this summer. So, in the meantime, I want to share my opinion of it while giving spoilers. So, here I go. Now, not even halfway through this thing, I had already decided that, yeah, I definitely like this episode a lot more than that Marine filler arc I was watching earlier this year. Not only that, but while I still don't think this episode's amazing, I still think it's one of my favorite One Piece episodes that I've seen, and definitely my favorite one that I've seen in a while. And let me talk more about why I like this installment for the show. Now, for one, I really like how at this point of the show, it was its first time having an episode that focuses this much on Sanji in a while. Since that, as I keep saying, Sanji is one of my favorite One Piece characters. So yeah, obviously I like him being a main character in an episode. And I also thought there were interesting plot points revolving around him, like him being sent to Big Mom's territory and having to deal with a forced marriage situation. And not to mention, I also got some laughs out of Sanji's side of this episode as well, like him being a pervert, for example. And even outside of the Sanji stuff, I also enjoyed the side story things going on with Luffy and his crew, missing Sanji and being starving, and so they're desperately fishing. And yeah, with all that going on, I overall give this episode a B+ tier. By the way, another thing that I feel the need to say is that like 3 months ago, I had actually accidentally skipped over this episode and watched episode 784. And I still remember like the main plot point going on in that episode, and I guess we'll see if I want to do a thoughts video on that or not. But in the meantime, I've shared my opinion on this episode, which, as I said before, I think is a solid episode, and it will be cool when it airs on Adult Swim this summer. And with me having said all this about wraps up my first pre-recorded One Piece video in a while. So bye you guys, thanks for listening to my opinion on this One Piece installment, and have a good weekend.